Dropping more bombs on already destroyed buildings appears to be the strategy of the Syrian government. They say the people circled are terrorists who are continuing to be killed without hesitation. All that remains of the Hanano neighborhood in eastern Aleppo is under the control of Syrian government forces. Hanano suffered the most intense bombing campaign in the last 13 days since government forces renewed their attack on rebel-held parts of Aleppo. The rebels say regime forces have created a kill zone on the edges of the neighborhood with snipers, tanks and machine gun posts. Activists fear government forces will move to the nearby Sakhur neighborhood to try and split the besieged city. Opposition fighters say they are surrounded by Syrian forces as well as Al-Nujaba militia from Iraq, Afghan Shia militias and Iranian troops. The government forces and their allies have been able to move in only after a relentless campaign of airstrikes and artillery bombardment. Activists say scouts were sent to encourage rebels to open fire, and that exposed their positions and exhausted their ammunition supplies. Military experts say it will be difficult for rebels to maintain their positions if government forces succeed in dividing the city.
It wouldn't work out, to be honest, because East Aleppo is a bloody war, and you need, people which they have the better rhythm, what they call, to get really involved. To get into urban fighting is not easy. It's just like when you fight on an open area, when you go on urban fighting, it's just like day and night, the difference in between. So it's going to be a bloody battle, and it's going to take a long time.
Activists say thousands of people have moved to the central neighborhoods to get away from the front lines. They insist only a few families escape towards government-held areas. But many are finding that nowhere is safe. The number of dead in the past 2 weeks now exceeds 600, with more than 1,000 wounded. An estimated 300,000 Syrians are believed to be besieged in Aleppo. They've come under an intense bombardment campaign, they're running out of food, and there are no more hospitals left. But even as they lose more territory to government forces, activists and residents in Aleppo say they would much rather die in their ancestors' homes than leave their own city. Osama bin Javed, Al Jazeera, Gaziantep.